Before landing in Madagascar, the Webb Ellis Cup had touched down in Japan, where it was greeted by former Wales and Lions winger Shane Williams. A great chance to catch up with the man from Swansea.
Well, I've been out in Japan, Sagamihara, for the last 2 years, doing a bit of playing and a bit of coaching for a team called the Mitsubishi Dynamos. Really enjoying my time here, to be honest. It's much different culturally to the sticks of Wales, where I'm from, and it's something I thought I'd never end up doing. So it's been a great experience. It's a tough language. I thought Welsh was difficult, but Japan's another step again. But I am trying. I'm learning. I'm having lessons weekly because I really want to learn the language. I want to learn the cultures and so on. And more importantly, I want to fit in and know what people are talking about, just in case they're talking about me, really. I really used to take care when I first had my first signature. It used to take me a couple of seconds, now it's just a squiggle, so very messy. The rugby guys speak a little bit of English, so there's a bit of Japanese and English floating about there. It's very mixed and very messy, but you can get by. On the pitch, there's a couple of English calls and a couple of Japanese words and calls as well. I probably learned most of my Japanese from the players in the team, to be honest with you. It's very, the grammar isn't the best in these guys, so it's very rough Japanese, so I'm probably picking up bad habits.
And like Shane's Japanese, rugby here is on an upward curve.
I think the standard of rugby in Japan at the moment isn't quite equivalent to the Heineken Cups or the Viva Premierships or the Leinsters and so on, the Munsters. It's getting there though. It is a nation that's progressing, and I think all of a sudden Japan is taking rugby very seriously. It's got the World Cup to look forward to in a year's time, and of course they're hosting the World Cup in 2019. So all of a sudden the high schools and the universities and the club level teams are taking rugby very seriously, which is great to see. And like I say, I've been here 2 years and I've already seen the improvements throughout Japan.
Life in Japan is fulfilling, but nothing can ever replace the thrill of international rugby.
I used to love, especially at the Millennium Stadium, going out even before the game, for your warm-up and having 75,000, whatever it is, shouting and screaming your name. There's no better buzz. Yeah, that's one of the biggest things you miss about not being an international player is both the nerves you get pre-game, the excitement, and the fact that that apart from the 75,000 people there, there's millions of people watching you, and they're expecting and wanting you to do well, most of them.
His 87th and final appearance for Wales came in 2011, but there was to be one final twist to his rugby life in Australia last June.
Prior to the Lions, I'd agreed to go out to Australia to work, do a bit of punditry work, plus also off-field commitments. And I was actually in Narita Airport in one of the hotels the night before, and the phone went at about 11:30 at night. I'd been sleeping, so I was still half asleep. I woke up and it was Rob Howley. And his first words were, "Do you mind doing me a favour, mate?" So, and the favour was, to actually turn up in Australia the next day, have a team run, and then play against, the ACT Brumbies for the British Irish Lions. And I actually said, yeah, no problem. And that was the only thing I said. So he must have thought, has he heard me properly? So I went back to sleep, woke up in the morning, I had to check my phone that Rob had actually phoned me. That's how surreal it was. It was brilliant. I loved every second of it. The only downside and the negative thing was that we actually lost that game, which didn't reflect well on me, really. But, great experience with the guys. Good to see the boys again, be part of it, and I run out in front of a packed crowd. And, yeah, it was great, but it was surreal.